It's time. We're ready. We've got the key.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
Vice!
hold on.
You dumbass!
Sorry.
Start making sense, you rotten book, or you're gonna be sorry. Maybe I'll
That's
rip
not
your pages out one
capturing
by
the
one,
thing.
or maybe
Hold
I'll
on.
put you in the goddamn furnace. How can someone with such a big smart brain get hypnotized like a little bitch, huh?
Ooh, Shadowlord, I love you, Shadowlord.
Come over here and give Vice a big sloppy
kiss,
kiss,
Shadowlord.
Shadowlord. Now pull your head out of your goddamn ass and start fucking helping us.
Agreed. Okay. He's good. He's near.
The coffee's not working.
Have you tried punching him?
NieR isn't gonna help, I think.
We're going to the Shadowlord's castle, motherfucker.
I understand all that, but...
Listen to this music.
Oh, is it the end of the game music? That's how you know?
It's time. How could wizardry have put him to sleep? Will that help? What's up, ladies?
You're really gonna do it?
We're really gonna do
Devola
it.
and Popola look
They
like
say you're gonna
twins.
rescue
They are
Yura.
twins. What are you talking about?
I haven't been paying attention.
They've
At
been
all.
twins this whole time.
Yeah, no, I haven't been paying attention.
Well, great job. They're Devil and Popola. What's your fucking problem?
It's true. This is my final journey.
Hard to believe this is the end.
I'll bring
Man.
her back. I promise.
About that.
What?
Don't bring her back. We don't want her.
Nothing. Never mind. Popola just loves to worry. Anyway, you be careful. Yes, do be careful.
I will. Watch over the village while I'm gone.
Let's go. Let's do it. The time has come. The time is now. I've got a big... You don't trust Devila and Popola? You sound like some sort of, fucking conspiracy theorist over there.
Yeah, they know shit.
Thank you for protecting our village.
You're welcome. What's there to know? Blah blah blah, Shadowlord.
Blah blah Shadowlord. Blah blah shades. Blah
Wait.
blah blah.
Can I take the boat? This is a boat time. Take the boat to the Shadowlord's castle.
Push the boat out.
Oh, yeah, well, can I go crazy here? Woo, that's not the boat. It's the other boat.
Pelvic thrust yourself.
God damn it. Oof.
He washes up on shore because he can't swim.
Sorry, wrong boat. That's the boat. Nobody can swim.
That's why we need boats.
Alright, let's do it.
To the Shadowlord's castle.
I got a big fist ready for him.
Fisto Roboto.
This fist of mine glows with an awesome light. Tells me to defeat you.
Oh, there. Where?
Ooh.
Giggity.
Where is it?
It's on the big X.
No, I'm at the big X. No, these aren't good. Alright. Oh, damn it. Sorry, bud. It's not seafront. Just don't think it's the Northern Plains. Yeah, I think, yeah, no, it's here, it's here. We know where you, yeah.
The Shadowlord story, yeah. Yes, one Shadowlord,
Let's all make
please.
it back alive, okay?
It's a plan.
Let's make it back, let's do it.
Not how plans work.
I plan to not die. And that's my plan. Oh, hi, buddy. I want to get out of the way.
Yeah.
You never want to fight me on a small platform like this. Hi guys. Whoa, what the fuck are you?
You never seen that before?
No, that's a new guy.
Thought you played this game before.
Yeah, 10 years ago.
Alright. Fair enough.
It's a long time. A lot can happen in 10 years. They can make a remake in 10 years.
You're right. They can put the younger person, the brother, in it, even though that he really isn't as good.
Yep, I'm pretty sure they are going to do that. Because Japan.
They
Whoa.
don't like hairy dad games the same way we do.
Look at that thing.
What the hell is that?
Shoot him, Emil. I know, we'll deal with him when we're up here.
Dad bod. NieR bod.
Whoa.
Ooh.
You okay?
Nope, she's
She'll be
dead
fine.
again.
She'll be fine. She'll be fine. You get him. You guys get him. Good job. Good stuff. I love it. All right, let's go.
Doing good work, guys.
Hey, buddy. Oh, sorry, I missed.
You missed. There we go.
Couldn't knock him off the edge. Disappointing. Are you ready for some of the answers, Abel?
Some of the answers. Here we come.
It's good to have hobbies. Okay. Guys, please. Don't.
Keep missing that.
No, yeah, look, it's been a couple days. I gotta remember, I've been playing Hades.
Gotta warm up.
Gotta remember, it goes in front of, it's like camera based, not character based.
Ah.
Oof. Fine, I don't need to fight you guys. We're going. Guys, get out of my way.
Excuse me.
I've got important questions to be answered.
Oops.
That, I mean, honestly, oh, are you okay? Honestly, I don't remember exactly what's gonna get answered up here. Something, though. Something.
Bam.
It's still
Bam.
very satisfying. These guys get tough, though. I'm not even phased by my giant fist anymore. Hold on. Yeah, alright. We gotta keep going up. We gotta go back up and save Yona. Let's do it.
I was told there would be answers. You ought to know better by now.
There are answers. But, honestly, this is the part of the game I remember least well. So we'll see what happens up there. This is, yeah, okay. Let's go this way. Whoa, Jesus! Get... Stop it.
Bam.
Stop it.
Bam again.
Where's my,
Yeah.
there it is.
All the stabbing.
Ugh. No, it's fine, guys. I'll see you later.
Yeah, I'll leave them to take care of him.
That guy did a fucking cartwheel. I'm impressed. Alright,
Boom.
I'm just gonna punch you to death.
Oh shit.
Get punched.
Mini boss. balls, 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 balls.
Gotcha. Thank you. See ya. Oh, no. Over there. Hey, you're not on my team. Last time through the Lost Temple, guys.
I'm just ready to fuck this dude's day up, move on.
Live happily ever after. Get up there,
Something.
stab the Shadowlord.
Thereafter, and they damn it, what was the line? Okay, gotta go look it up again.
Yeah, it was too much. Oh, look at those guys get fucking crushed.
It's like thereafter.
And thereafter, they lived happily and forever after.
Yeah.
And there was no hunger and there was no pain.
Oh, I already said, even though I'm changing it up and Adam didn't expect it, since we played one of Adam's favorites, I want to play one of mine. I want to play Metal Gear Solid 3.
Yeah, we're gonna have to look into that, because I don't have any of that stuff set up.
Yeah, it didn't occur to me until I was thinking about it later, where it's like, well, if this is one of Adam's favorite games, and we've been picking at it, I feel it's only right that I play one of my favorite games and expose it to the same jaunted eye.
Yeah, I mean, again, my only concern is I don't have any of that stuff set up, and also that game might be really fucking long. I mean, we're probably gonna get through this in 7 episodes like usual, but I don't know that we would get through.
I can play MGS3. I've played that game a lot. I think I can get through it in 14 hours. I mean, there's not a lot of spot. I'm going through it in my head. I think there's only one area that lags to me, and that's around where you fight the Fury. It's the only area that's just kind of like meh and feels longer than it really is. Everything else is paced really well.
Well, first we have to defeat the Shadowlord, Abel. Oh, buddy, look at that fucking flip.
And I'll skip certain cutscenes, like...
I feel like the cutscenes are the best part.
Watch. That's what I mean. There's some you want to watch, but there's some that you can just kind of skip and you'll be alright. Like, the scenes with Colonel Volgin you don't want to skip. But they're like codexed conversations and crap like that.
Yeah, but those are like the best parts of the game. He knows it.
Some of them are, not all of them. They're also what make the game too long, in your opinion, for multiplayer, which I disagree. I could get it down to 14 hours. Just have to skip the right cutscenes.
Yeah, I know, but I feel like you might be skipping some of the best parts of the game. It's a long game.
I'll look over it again and have a look. I'm sure there's parts I'm forgetting, and I need to look it over again and see what I can do with it.
Metal Gear Solid games not known for their brevity.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not like NieR is a short game. I think I can get through Metal Gear Solid 3 in 14 hours. This isn't like me saying I can get through Frogger 2 in 2 hours. It's different. I've played a lot of Metal Gear Solid 3. Oh, that's awesome. Metal Gear Rex. That was the best part of 5, was that frickin' spoilers if you haven't played Metal Gear 5. Or is it 4? I can't remember anything anymore. It is MGS4.
It's not 4. Yeah, it's not 5, I mean. It's definitely not 5.
Yeah, it's 4. Spoilers for MGS4 if you haven't played MGS4.
There's a Metal Gear in it.
Yeah, when you pilot Rex and fight Ray, God, what a great fucking... God, what a great fucking part. But yeah, like, MGS3 is just such a good game. MGS4 was good, but it didn't... it wasn't... How can I describe this?
It was an ending.
It was an ending. That's a pretty good way to put it, yeah. I very rarely felt like I had time to screw around in MGS4. Like, okay, here's a playground, a real place for me to mess around, you know?
Such
Like,
an ominous
All right,
sight,
Abel.
and yet I find it
Alright.
strangely nostalgic.
Yeah.
This is where we found
This
Weiss.
is where Vice and I first met.
Wow! This is where you used to live, Vice?
Well, yes, I suppose. In a technical sense.
If you can call
Pretty
it living.
nice digs for a floating magazine.
At least it was free from annoying hussies like yourself.
This is where Yona was.
A hussy.
Well,
Can't turn
And
back.
now the path is open.
No more side quests after this.
there can be no returning. Ooh, it's an elevator.
Yay, we won't have to walk the whole damn way. Oh shit, he's got a rooftop garden.
It's pretty nice. You know, maybe we were wrong about this Shadowlord.
Yeah, right? Well, he keeps a real nice place. I don't know what all this shade business is, but...
Well, that'll all be revealed.
Yeah, I'm not currently thrilled with the... I'm not thrilled with the current explanation of when black and white join forces or something, shade will be cast upon the world. I'm not happy with this.
What? Who said anything about that?
That back when Grimoire Noir was trying to take over Grimoire Vice.
Oh, well, they didn't merge. Anyway, hold on. What is that? This bird is talking to me. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know, birds.
It can talk.
I mean, you're a skelly man, so... But
The hell should I
he's
know?
right here.
Patience.
Is he not human?
I believe this is some manner of password.
A password?
Yes, the correct answer should grant us access to the castle. I feel confident I have heard this somewhere before.
Adam is the main character here, not the player character, not human.
Oh, hold on. What is... Yeah. Yes. Yes! Oh, that's... It's better in every way. So... Oh. Oh.
Bird said humans vanished from this world, but isn't there one standing right in front of him?
Well, it's a bird.
Alright.
And it may... Probably not a bird. I mean, is that a real bird, Abel?
Is any of... alright, whatever.
Hold on to your questions.
I'm holding.
I've got to answer this riddle. I'm not sure what the answer is.
Hubris.
Because of a black disease.
I answer because of a black disease.
Diet and exercise?
By separating body from soul.
I answer by separating body from soul.
I ask, what is the destination of souls?
Pop quiz.
They're placed in their corresponding shells.
I answer they are placed in their corresponding shells.
Very well. You are acknowledged as master. You may enter.
Okay.
Well then, seems the way is open.
So the gatekeeping birds were Buddhist.
It's the twins from your village.
Popola, Devila, what are you doing here?
Hey, any chance you'll just go back to the village?
Duchess called it.
Dangerous place.
It's a very dangerous place, Abel.
Duchess, you called it.
Even if you can find Yona here, you probably can't get her out.
How did you get here?
Shh. We're asking questions right now.
Bitch. No.
No dice, huh? Well, I guess we don't have a choice.
We're
No,
gonna
I
beat you
suppose
down.
not. How sad. We didn't want to fight you.
Fuck him up!
It's true. We didn't want to.
You definitely won't want to when I'm done with you.
What's happening?
Sorry. This is our fate. I spoke the truth. We did not want to fight you.
Bitch, I don't care.
We wanted to put it off for 100 years or so. Until the next generation came along.
What are you talking about?
Oh, for God's sake.
I don't think so.
It's a lie. I don't believe it.
I never thought you'd grow to be this powerful.
This is madness. Why do you block our path?
You have no cause to speak so with us, Grimoire Weiss.
Bitch,
You
shut
are a
up.
traitor.
Bitch, shut up. Adam, punch them in the face.
I'm trying.
Let them do whatever it is they're doing. This ain't Dragon Ball Z. Stop them. Hit them with your sword.
They copied my path.
Shut up. They can use the sealed verses.
Of
What?
course we can. The power came from us in the first place. We simply loaned you a small portion of it.
Shit on a
Are
shingle.
you alright?
Devil, Pope, why are you doing this? Why are you siding with the Shades?
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
They're charging. Nope. They're punched in the face.
No, you're fucking not. You ain't charging shit, bitch.
Hi.
Oh, wow. I didn't know Kaine could do that.
She's pretty good. How about... Oh! Son of a bitch.
Damn. Bam!
Oh! Fairly effective.
Yeah,
Hey,
she tried to hit you with 3 fists.
nobody knows more about these fists than I do. Oh, okay. Ooh, I wish I had more fists.
Catch these fists.
Ah! 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 Jesus.
Oh!
Ah!
Jeez.
Stop it. Stop it.
Power up your MP and hit them with multiple fists.
Not enough time to charge it, you know?
Don't you have items that'll boost it quickly?
I don't.
Why?
The answer to every riddle lies within the heart of the Shadowlord.
The
Oh, I don't
Shadow.
care about this.
You've been on his side this whole time?
You must search for that answer yourself.
I give less of a
You've
fuck
gotta
about
face
this.
your own truth now.
Punch them in the face again, Adam.
Enter the Shadowlord's castle.
No, fuck that. Get back here.
All will be revealed.
Devila and Popola are fighting us.
Yes, they do seem to be putting us through a great deal of
You all right there?
You just have a stroke?
For long years, my mind and tongue
Kinda.
have been my greatest assets. But now the latter seems to be far here.
Weiss?
Don't look at me like that. I am Grimoire Weiss. I am perfectly
I think I hear a waltz.
This is about to get Final Fantasy X up in here.
Well, no.
It certainly is a grand affair.
Like
Bunch of
NieR's in a
fancy
footballer
bastards.
from the past
They're all
who's really a
shakes.
ghost now or something.
Ah, royal ball. How utterly divert.
I think we're locked in.
It's not like I was planning to leave.
Yeah, it's a bit late for that.
Whoa!
Okay,
Buddies,
back it up.
calm down. But, as bizarre as it all seems, it does make sense once you know what's going on.
Okay,
Ah!
sure. I'll just take your word for that.
You see, the pain's already dead, so you were fighting a ghost. So you have to take the suicide capsule.
Oh, yeah, no, I got that. That's kind of why I wanted to do a pacifist run, except for the bosses, but I don't think I'm going to bother with that. I'm just going to try and be as efficient as I can. And not killing is generally more efficient.
Whoa, you pooped a fucking ball at me!
I mean, it's got to come out of somewhere, right?
Oh.
Whoa!
Ew.
Did you forget about finishing blows?
Oh, I did forget about finishing blows. You're right. No, I guess he wasn't really
Messed
down.
that one up.
He wasn't really down. Knock you down. Oh, nope. Guys, please wait your turn. There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Whoa!
Oh, shit. You don't
Motherfucker.
get preoccupied.
There's a lot of them. Oh. I don't know why they're glowing.
I think Kayane's doing something to them.
That'd be nice. As long as they're not healing. Ah! Ah! Oh, this guy was doing something. You.
Ah.
No, he's already dead.
Bam. Oh, no. There's another one.
Hi, buddy.
What?
Ah!
Oh, shit. Get down here.
Got him. Wait, no,
Get him
come
back
back.
on the floor.
No, come back. You son of a bitch.
Yeah, you gotta finish him off.
What
Did
the?
that not hit him?
They won't stop coming.
It looks like I hit him.
I'll open the next door. Cover me.
Oh, I do love a good dance.
Knock it off, Vice.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Check the hussy,
Let's
yes?
see.
Good plan, let's go.
Gotcha.
Good plan, let's go.
For us.
I am protecting Kaine.
Door. Come on. Oh, come on.
Kaine, hurry!
Fuck.
It's not open yet?
Do I look like a goddamn locksmith to you?
Oh, you idiot, what are you doing?
Lock doesn't want to open? Fine. I'll just break it down.
Works for me.
Goddamn no good bullshit bastard.
Come on!
Jeez.
Got it.
Kaine, look
Jeez.
out!
Is she gonna die again? That's just a bunch of testicles.
Goddamn fucking bullshit bastards.
Crap.
They crying or laughing?
These things are freaking me out.
Ah! And she's down again.
Kaine!
Kaine, what's wrong?
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Kaine!
You okay?
Yeah, but we got problems.
Just kick open the door again.
Oh, the boar's
It's the
back,
boar.
baby!
The return of the boar.
I got fists now.
We don't need forgiveness, asshole.
Oh, it's talking to her.
Whoa. Shit.
Pig flop. It's a piggy flop.
I'm not a fan. Ah! Woo! Oh boy. Okay. Gonna stay away from your face.
Kaine, are you alright?
Fine, let's just kill some shit and move on, alright?
Now it's my time to drift you, bitch.
Damn it! How can something so big be so fast?
It's okay.
Boom.
He's down. Not for long. Ah! If I get him right in the thing. Yeah.
Brace yourself against the shock!
Pig flop.
There you go, pick flop somebody else. Ooh. I got you now. Enjoy spears.
Mwah.
Oh.
Bam.
Got it.
Whew.
Hey,
What's up? Oh, fucking
Oh, jeez. This one's got armor? Oh my god, it's an armored pig.
It's okay. I've got big fists. Oh, a meal.
Oh, shit.
Wah!
Oh!
You okay, Emil? I thought you were
Armored
supposed to be
pig,
the
you'll
ultimate.
last bleeding.
You're supposed to be the ultimate weapon.
No, the ultimate weapon was always boar.
I should have known. They've weaponized the boar. Doesn't seem too tough to me.
Yeah, they might have put
Whoa.
little metal plates on him, but still just a pig.
Run over to this wall. Oh, ow.
Ooh.
Right in the face. Yes, this is the Shadowlord.
Oh my god.
can we even hurt this thing?
Who would have known the last
Super
boss
big.
would be a giant boar?
No!
Stop now. Damn it.
Stay focused, Kaine. No, don't fall victim to such distractions.
Come on! We have to keep going!
What is it
Move
doing?
I'm slowly losing life. It's poisoning
Oh
me.
shit.
Turns out if I jump real fast, though, I can remove all the wait time of the
This
sword.
way! Move!
Nah. Oh shit, it's a running section. Or not.
Well,
Is that door gonna keep the piggy closed?
let's hope so.
Just getting all kinds of toys.
Up here!
Oh, I remember this part. Funny how I remember this specific part.
Yeah!
Oh, this thing.
Damn it, no, alright, fine. We're just going. Fuck.
Go, the pig's coming. Oh.
Ah! Sorry, that was all my fault. I should have put that sword away. Should have put that sword away. Too slow.
Yeah. Now this is an Avengers level threat.
Yeah, it's the fucking boar. You can't fight a boar. Who the hell do you think you are?
Up here.
Yeah, alright. Let's go. I got this one.
How can we deal with this thing?
Go, go, go.
Please hurry.
Ah,
No, you fucked up.
out of my
It's
way,
coming.
boxes!
Oh no, the pig's coming at him.
God damn! The pig truly is the apex
All right.
predator.
Time for some NieR fan fiction.
Now I'll just run
The
past
longer
it
this
all.
section goes on.
I mean, NieR fanfiction is just gonna be dirty smut.
It's true. It's not gonna be interesting. But don't you want to hear in detail how Emil and Kaine get it on?
Not really.
No, not really.
Believe it or not. That's fine. I'm just speedrunning it. I was trying to get items out of this, but fine. I'm just gonna go. Because I don't feel like I'm really leveled for any of... What the fuck was that?
Oh, Adam! The pig's coming at him!
How's that door coming?
Damn it, I can't get it open.
Kick it harder.
Kicking as hard as you can, are you? Oh, he'll get it open.
Strike the beast while it's down.
No, that didn't work. It's fine. I'm not afraid of this beast as long as he's not instant killing me.
Right.
I got fists for days.
It seems that we're in a bit of a predicament.
Dragoon Lance.
What you got, bud? This
Yeah,
pig
you have
has
a hard
no
time
chill.
dodging that.
Whoa! Whew.
Piggy flop.
Alright, come on, come on, come on. God damn. Stab him in the underbelly.
There it is. Oh, for God's sake.
Maybe I do need to make him ram the door. Oh no.
Go, go.
Actually, that seemed to be pretty effective. Ugh.
Jeez.
Some obstacles cannot be surmounted.
Holy shit. Oh,
what?
look at that.
What the fuck did you get?
Yeah. I'm surprised your fucking spears are doing something.
They're not. They're all gonna die.
Yeah.
Ah!
Yeah.
It's a fair question.
Like, we had to go through a lot to get to this point.
You are correct.
And what did you do about the previous boar?
And Popola and Devona, or whatever.
Yeah, can you open the door? Really appreciate it.
All right. All right. Yes, let's
See
get
ya.
going.
Good luck.
Hey, stop! Let me go! Stop it!
I'm like, nope, fuck off. Part of the game's over.
No! Open the door! You can't fight them on your own!
Yeah, he's got no chance against that pig.
It's true. Tochi!
Open the damn door!
You should really. All right.
Come on. Let's go.
Kaine.
He's fighting for you. And for Fira. Don't let him die for nothing.
My friend.
All right. Let's go. Sword's so slow. Gotta cheese it by jumping. Yes, give me all the healing items. Let's go.
As it turns out, jumping off the floor and removing all of your leverage allows you to swing that big sword faster.
Yeah, just do this, see? Instead of this. You know, video games.
Oh, what the heck?
It's time, Abel. It is that time.
Bitch, you want to get punched in the face again?
Devila! Popola!
Oh, look. You made it. We've been waiting for so long.
What the hell is going on?
It began 1,300 years ago.
Oh, God.
Humanity, finding itself
You
on the
remember
brink
that?
of extinction, undertook a last-ditch rescue plan called Project Gestalt.
Gestalt?
Do you like
Do you
story?
still not remember
Because
Grimoire
you're
Vice?
only getting it in the last 10 fucking minutes.
You got it in the first 10 fucking minutes. Look, this is not the ending, Abel.
Then let's give you a refresher.
Now we're explaining why this is 1,300 years in the future.
Exposition!
Yeah, this isn't over.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Vice!
My mind. I remember. Devila. Popola. You are not human. In fact. Oh no.
Yeah, sometimes the truth can be a real bitch. You want to finish that thought for him, sister? All of us, every person standing in this room, are mere shells created by the true humans.
You lie!
Nope, not this time. You're not human. None of us are.
Everyone's
So
a
then
robot!
I mean, the true humans. They're extinct?
Wait,
No, they still live on. You know them as shades.
what?
Each shade is a twisted remnant of what was once a human being.
So this is Final Fantasy X shit.
Crazy, huh? Now let's skip the part where you stand there with your mouths agape and just get down to business.
Wait.
This
Sorry,
still
but
doesn't.
we're gonna be needing that shell of yours. The rightful owner has been waiting for a very long time. Please don't be angry with us. We are only doing our duty. Under the command of the true humans, we live eternally for the sole purpose of controlling others. That's the only reason we exist.
But the true humans are dead.
No, they're shades.
You have your own motives, your own desires. And we have ours. I fear it really is just that simple.
Don't
All right.
speak such
Whoop they ass.
foolishness.
Oh.
Sorry.
Let's fight.
Whoop they ass.
Oh.
We're the same. You and us, tools in the hands of a master.
I'm nothing like you. None of us are.
How? Alright. Hold on. So, how are they distinct from true humans?
They're shells. We're all shells.
What is...
They're not humans.
So he's not made of muscle and bone with a heart and lungs.
I mean...
But he's capable of reproduction. Alright. Project Gestalt? Project Gestalt. As noted in the previous report, implementation of Gestalt mode can prevent the white chlorination syndrome we recently experienced. Transfer of bodily information to civilization-repressed replicants is proceeding as planned, with the genes of the originals safely stored inside. Our role as surveillance droids to prepare for when the incurable bacterial
I did think they were androids. They're androids. Yeah.
So far, this is proceeding without issue. Okay, so they're all androids. Keep going. Codename Popola. Oh, she's an observer. Potential strategies for the relapse cases. Catastrophic loss of sentience seen in certain gestalts. Syndrome has defied even our most pessimistic initial updates. Some relapsed gestalts beginning to attack replicants. There's an urgent need.
Those are the
to take
shades.
comprehensive action. Right, they call them gestalts. Unknown technological defect in gestalt transformation. Okay.
So basically, the Black Scrawl is killing everyone. The only solution they came up with was to split people's body and soul, create the gestalts, and then we'll put these bodies in the replicants.
So they pulled the souls out of human bodies and they were going to put them in these replicant bodies.
Yes. But the gestalts have been turning into shades, or, going fucking bonkers.
The original Gestalt?
Here.
Yeah, we have determined that the rise of relapses was due to an unexpected spike in the sentience of replicants, as well as a genetic instability within the original Gestalt. It seems the original's effect on bodies that have undergone the Gestalt process was not anticipated in advance. Immediate action must be taken to identify the links between this trend and the original Gestalt, along with its daughter, the relapse case known as Yona. The observer contact group is growing uneasy, so finding a solution to the relapse issue should be considered a top priority. Okay. So this is all really just sci-fi fantasy. Interesting.
Yeah. They're androids, but we've gained sentience and don't know we're androids. Oh.
Even though presumably not bleeding would have been a good giveaway.
Doesn't mean we don't bleed.
I guess he does bleed. He left a blood puddle on the floor there. Or is that her? Yeah, they bleed.
They bleed. They ain't immortal.
So I guess replicants are a lot like humans. I guess they don't get into how different they are.
I mean, they might.
They're supposed to be able to hold human bodies, right? Or human souls, right?
Yeah, yeah. This isn't the end of the information. Well, fucking,
I mean,
Ooh, I'm low on
jeez,
health.
took them a long ass time to get here. Yeah, this is where I'm at, Duchess. How did he have a daughter if they're?
Well, that'll
they're
also be explained.
all right, all right.
Whoa.
I see now how this exists in the same universe as Automata, even though they're not story related, really.
Yeah, need that. Pretty effective.
Oh, this is that theme from the village, but they again put a different spin on
Yes,
it to
the
make
battle
it a battle
theme.
theme.
Ah! My favorite cutscene.
Yeah,
This is my favorite cutscene, Abel.
Devila?
beat her up more.
Devila!
Years you've been treating us like friends.
Hey, Popola. You crying? No! Don't die! You know, I understand now why we're twins. It's because we were born without souls.
There you have it, folks. Twins don't have souls.
I can't stop the bleeding.
No, they're replicants. They were born without souls.
I can't stop
I
it.
know, I'm messing
The
with
world
you.
is too lonely for one without a soul. There's too much emptiness. Our souls are missing, but our tears still work.
And they've
It's kind of
been
weird
alive for thousands of
how
years,
this is.
watching
Yeah,
over
you think
everything.
you'd figure out by now that you're on the losing side.
The losing side? What are you talking about?
Devila,
Well, it's like,
don't you
that's
go!
what she just said. We were born without souls, but our
no, I
tears
can't
still
be
work.
alone.
That's weird. Like, you've been deceiving yourself this entire time.
Hold on.
You have a soul.
Hold on.
Popola. Let's stop this now.
Stop. Stop. You want me to stop? You think I have the luxury to stop?
You can make
Cut down my
choices.
sister like an animal, and you tell me to stop?
Lady, you started this.
Popola, wait! It doesn't have to.
No one stops! It's way too late to stop! No one stops!
Alright.
Popola,
Oh,
we've been
jeez.
friends for so long. Does that mean nothing to you?
Those two have watched the world wither for time.
Jesus Christ,
immemorial.
lady.
Cruelness of such a fate is difficult to imagine.
Oh, Jesus, Popola.
I don't want to do this. I don't want to fight Popola.
Stop whining and start fighting! It's the only way!
No one stops, Abel.
No one stops.
I don't know, that cutscene always stuck with me. You cut down my sister like an animal, and then you tell me to stop?
Well, lady, you started it. Like,
You can't stop,
They-
Abel. This is their job. Oh, you fuck.
well, no, this is their
This
mistake.
is their fate.
They think they don't have souls, but a soul is
No,
what
they-
chooses.
they-
And
We think we both died. God, they don't have souls. I mean, let's.
they don't know what souls are. That's my point.
No, the souls are shades.
Yeah, no, the souls, the shades are what gets pulled out of the human
We've been
beings.
friends
But
for
like,
so long. Does that mean
they're
nothing
saying they
to
don't have souls, but they're
Those two have
crying
watched
and
the
caring
world
about
wither
things
for
like
time immemorial.
they don't understand what a soul is if they think they don't have one, and that's the sad part. Is like, no. If you just open your eyes for a few minutes, you could make choices.
Stop whining and start fighting! It's the only way!
Like, it's all in that line where she says we were made without souls, but we still have tears. Like, there's
So
a
who do you think-
contradiction there that you're not recognizing.
So you're...
That they're not recognizing.
So you're on the replicant side now, huh?
No, I'm saying that they're Popola and Double are fools. Like, NieR may be a replicant, but he doesn't even need to think about the idea of whether or not he has a soul.
Well, he has no idea what's going on.
Acting on what's important to him.
No stopping ever.
They're all androids.
The bridge!
Blast, we're trapped.
Really?
Got an idea.
Well, yeah, this one flies.
I mean, magic is a good idea.
He's just gonna Deus Ex himself into wherever we need to be. Lady.
You hate to see it.
We're done for.
Lady, your mistakes are your own.
It'll be
Back it
all
off.
You know, when I was young, I hated my eyes. And now that I'm older, I hate what my body has become.
Oh boy, here comes the sacrifice
There's
play.
something else there now. Something like pride. You know? I mean, without all this, I couldn't have become your friend. Goodbye, my friends. Thank you for everything.
Emil.
For so long, all I could do was destroy. But now, I have a chance to save something.
No!
Keep going. Move.
Emil.
Don't worry. I'm gonna be fine.
Nobody actually dies in this game. Plus, I'm in the sequel.
Kinda, but Devil and Popola are in the sequel too.
You jackass!
But we just watched one of them die.
I don't know again, I don't know that it actually ties in together.
Oh dear. China's so unstable.
Or,
Vice can't stop arguing.
well, alright, I do know. I'll explain it to you,
They can hold it together once I'm gone.
but I won't be doing it this episode.
Well, I guess they'll just have to learn.
Reality warp.
I want to see you again. I want to see all of you again. Just one more time. I'm scared. I don't want to.
Got her!
Oh my god. Holy shit. Fucking black holed it.
Bloop.
Oh.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Alright. Is this like the brother character from the future or some shit?
What? None of those words he said make sense.
The Shadowlord.
The brother character from the future? There is no brother, first of all, and there is no future. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure Emil's actually dead. You don't come back from that.
I don't know what the rules are. Jesus. Lady, kill me or make out with me. Pick one.
Don't make out with me.
Let's go.
Sure.
Cared about Emil more than fucking NieR.
Well, yeah. Like, she was built... They built up their character connection more than they did with her and NieR.
What do you think's behind the door?
Oops.
Another hallway. Oh, fuck you guys.
And more shades.
Now's not the time.
Right?
Guys, no.
Really
Fucking
not in the mood for
seriously.
this.
Oh, give me that word, though. Oh, yeah. Let me get all these items, too. Ooh, it's gonna be important later. You. Good stuff, good stuff. Let me do a final word edit. Ooh, I've been missing out on 30% attack power.
Uh-oh.
And do that. Do that. Okay. Oh. Like this dark hand. Like this dark lance. Alright. Fuckers. Can't leave good well enough alone. Killed all the other ones. You gotta be a dick about it, huh? Alright, nope, still another goddamn room. Hey guys, group up for a minute. Group up for just a second. Thank you. Well, this is a good place to farm out some fucking health. I'm fairly certain is the only reason it's here. Just die. Oof.
Alright. Aged by 5 years and everything. Time to kick some ass.
kill you.
Ooh, and they timed that out.
Hold nothing back.
They timed that out real well. The fucking battle theme kicks in just...
How could a mere tool hope to stand against the Shadowlord?
Oh wow, this guy sounds like a douche.
That's Grimoire Noir.
I forgot about
such a
him.
manner, fool. I am nothing like you.
I gotta beat him first.
Strike it when it has stopped!
Ryan.
Damning!
Be careful!
You too.
Bam. He's just a fancy shade.
That would have been cool. Oh, shit.
Whoa. Whoa.
Whew. Buddy. Oh.
Like, if all the humans are gone and there's the diseases, whatever.
Oh, shit.
They want to put the shades back in the replicants. Got it.
Oh, it don't work. Oh. Get stabbed. He won't get stabbed.
Vice, you alright?
Naturally, I am as weak as a fit.
I wish he would get stabbed.
Nah. Bam. Big punchy number one.
Wait. Dad.
Yona.
Oh, he only has one eye, so his depth perception's not so good.
Dad. Stop. Please.
It's the main character, but from the
I don't
future.
want this anymore.
No, there's no future.
I don't need someone else's body. I don't want it. There's another girl inside this body. I can hear her. She keeps crying. She says she wants to see her dad.
Yona's been possessed?
This girl loves her father too, as much as I do.
Alright, this isn't bad.
She loves him just as much. It's not right that she can't see him.
I like this. This guy's on the same personal journey. He's not out to rule the world. I like this.
Are you Dad?
Yes, I am. Let's go home.
I'm sorry, Dad. I don't know what to... I'm so very sorry. I love you, Dad. I love you.
Hurry. The shade that possessed her is gone.
Kaine, watch over Yona for me. You want me to understand your sadness? You think I'm gonna sympathize with you? I swore to protect my daughter and my friends. If someone puts them in danger, they must stand aside or be cut down. Come on, let's go.
Woo. Woo. Ah.
Ooh.
Lances it is then. Woof!
Buddy.
Jeez. I see you also have lances.
Vice!
Oh, bother. One moment, please.
You okay?
Fine, just fine. All right, no, I'm not.
Vice.
It seems that some headstrong idiot has decided to push me beyond my limits. I should have taken that job as a cookbook when I had the chance.
Vice. I'm sorry.
Only joking. I hate cookbooks.
But...
Let's go out of the way. I have one final task to fulfill.
where are you going?
Why, to stop him, of course. But after that, it's up to you. Only you can see this battle to its conclusion. I wish you luck, my friend.
What's he going to fight Grimoire Noir?
Can't. I swore to fight by your side.
You are an exceedingly stubborn man. You know that, don't you? Perhaps that's why I've so enjoyed our time together. But I fear this is where our journey ends.
Vice!
Oh, and remember what I told you about using my full name? Well, forget it. I've grown rather fond of Vice.
Vice. I knew you'd come around.
Don't let it go to your head now.
Ooh.
I have something to defend.
What?
I have a reason to live.
Jeez.
I don't have any more power. Ugh.
You.
Take it he went to stop Noir, and that's what he's up to.
Yeah, well, oh boy. Oh,
Oh
buddy.
my god.
Buddy, ugh. I got like a... Yeah, I'm gonna get you.
Okay.
Ta-da?
Yona, are you all right?
What, she in a coma now?
God, no.
Oh, please, the girl is fine.
Weiss? Where are you? I can't see you.
That is because I have lost my physical form.
Oh,
Doubtless
boy.
my voice will be the next to go, so listen closely. Your Yona is safe. Do not mourn her, and do not give up hope. Instead, you must call her back to you.
How do I do that?
Use your memories. Recall the times you spent with Yona. Present her with proof that the two of you live still, and that your lives have meaning.
Okay.
I don't know.
Even you don't know.
But take heart. I know you can do it.
Do you know?
What's my favorite food? Cookies. What's my favorite book? That's my magic storybook. What's my favorite place? Home, as long as you're around. What's my favorite flower? The lunar tear, of course. Okay, one more question.
What is the square root of 478?
Who do I love more than anyone?
Dad? I assume you know the answer to this, yes.
Dad?
Yona.
Is this my body?
Yes, yours, and yours alone.
You look stronger than before. You look good.
Well, you haven't seen me for a long time.
Have I been asleep?
I think so.
Wow. It's like I'm a princess from some fairy tale.
I'm so
You're still
happy,
a kid.
Yona.
Okay, alright, we'll
I'm so
figure that out.
very happy.
Oh, Dad.
She lost 5 years.
Yeah, she lost 5 years.
Kaine?
You two have a good life. Okay?
Oh, where the hell do you think
Where
you're
are you
going?
gonna go, Kaine?
No. I'll...
You could stay with us.
Nonsense. Girl needs a mother figure.
Thanks, but I'll pass.
She's a great mother figure.
You know how it is.
I mean, come on.
I got my own shit to
I'd
take
let her
care
raise
of.
my kids.
What do you mean?
Personal shit. That doesn't involve you. Take it easy, alright?
You have to get the DLC for that.
Kaine.
Dad, look. It's beautiful.
Alright, so Adam, how is this not credits
For the
roll
longest
after this?
time, someone kept calling out to me, wanting to see the light. And now, we can finally see it.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Emil's dead. Popola and Devola are dead. Weiss is gone. Kaine left. We've got Yona back. Shadowlord's dead. Roll credits?
Thanks, Dad.
Did she DH? Or is he
No, this is the
remembering?
past.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's so sunny today.
Yeah. It sure is.
He's getting a little ham-fisted. Roll credits.
Yes. Don't worry, all of your questions will be answered.
Yeah, I guess this is a false ending. Go figure.
No, you guys clearly didn't play NieR Automata.
Yeah, there's like I know there's 27 endings in NieR Automata.
There's really not. There's like 4. And there's 4 endings in NieR.
Oh boy.
No, not bad ending. Just ending A.
Everybody lives happily after ending. We still have to unlock the Thelma and Louise ending.
Like, well, you'll see here in a little bit. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, everyone died. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Popola's dead. Devola's dead. Shadowlord's dead. Emil's dead. Weiss is gone. Kaine left. What?
But yeah.
What do you do from here?
The same thing you do in NieR Automata.
You start over?
Yeah,
But from another person's perspective?
Man. One day we might have to play NieR Automata too, because, like, at some point in NieR Automata, after you get, like, 2 endings, the game just becomes a giant debug mode. It's fucking amazing. But we are not done with NieR. It's merely a first ending. But the rest of them should be fairly achievable in short.
In short order? I like how that ended. Well, at least for ending A. Like, it got really crazy, and then we're going to Shadowlord, and I'm expecting the plot to really get out of control, and then nope, it just gets right back down to personal.
He just want a body for his daughter.
Yeah, I can dig that.
Did you catch that the Shadowlord is NieR's Gestalt?
Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
I knew he was him in some department, but so why not just possess NieR then?
I'm sure that would have been his plan if he didn't get his fucking ass killed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, why did no not? Because we fucking murdered him.
Well, I mean, I don't know what the process for possessing your replicant is.
I mean, I'm not clear either, but...
And it didn't really seem like he needed it. He sure got a whole lot done without it.
I mean... It seems like, given enough time, all the Gestalts will go feral.
Oh, so the tit monster is a feral Gestalt?
Yeah, all the shades are feral Gestalts.
Okay. So they rip these souls out of these people's bodies, but as it turns out,
and then
the soul has a shelf life.
Well, I guess. They were making artificial android bodies to house the souls, because it was the only way to save humanity from that fucking disease.
And then the Black Scroll shows up.
No, the Black Scroll. The Black Scroll was was the original
Disease?
problem, yeah.
Well, then how does it show up again with the replicants?
I guess it evolves. Maybe we'll learn more in just a minute. My shrug's not working. That's a shame.
Would have been such a good time for it.
Sure. Let's create a new save data. Here you go.
Kaene's story. Alright, cool. Let's start Kaene's story. Do we get to play as Kaene?
I don't remember. Let's find out.
It's like Resident Evil 2, alright.
Whenever I interacted with Kaine, I was reminded.
Yeah, game's not over.
from my past.
We're just going back to
Maybe-
do something else.
My mind has been confusing her with my sister this whole time. Here we go.
I mean, that would definitely make all these feelings you feel very confusing. Oh, this is that... Yeah, we saw this cutscene already, okay. Dreams discrimination. More reading. The sound of rain filled the village. The steep cliffs that surrounded the area magnified sound, causing even the slightest drizzle to rattle like a thunderstorm. Thin wisps of smoke streamed from huts as the villagers huddled in their homes and waited out the rain. A single child, however, had braved the downpour, so now slowly wandering toward the wooden hawk-shaped weather vane at the center of town.
Here's your story. Here's everything you need to know about Kaine.
The wanderer reached the vein, which had existed for as long as any could remember, and stared. The child's face was simultaneously delicate and fierce, like a teacup that had survived a shipwreck. Those traits combined with pale white skin to give the face an almost sexless quality. If the beak turns east, I go home. Stays west, then I... The child blinked. Rain slowly dripped the young one's short hair and began its descent to the long ground. Come on. Come on! The child felt a slight breeze and watched as the vein slowly creaked to life. Spinning this way and that for a moment, it finally settled with the peak pointing firmly toward the east. East? Really? Before the vein could move again, a jagged rock came spinning and tumbling through the air, finally striking home against the child's head. The force of the blow dropped the child to the ground as a hail of stones began to fall all around. Oh no, they found me. A heartbreaking smile crept across the child's face as the stones continued their assault. Though the rain, the sound of multiple footsteps grew louder before a voice rang out. Yoo-hoo, Kaine. The voice belonged to Demo, worst of all the bullies in the area. As Kaine struggled to stand, a final stone came skittering through the mud and bounced against her foot. Blood oozed from a cut above her eye and blurred her vision, but she could make out the steps of Demo and his usual gang of idiots. The boy seemed taken aback for a moment by Kaine's seeming indifference to the blood dripping from her face, but quickly regained his bravado. What's up, freak? You like the rain? You like getting all wet, or did you finally decide to run away from home? Though she knew it was futile, Kaine turned to leave. Before she could get more than a few steps, the other children scrambled to surround her, cruelty burning in their eyes. Kaine knew those were not the only eyes on her. His parents watched from the safety of their home. She was attuned to this sensation. It was the one she has experienced many times before. While some villagers simply turned a blind eye to the actions of their children, many encouraged it openly. In a society ruled by superstition and fear, Kaine was something to be hated and, if possible, destroyed. I didn't say you could leave, freak. Demo's words chewed at it like a worm through an apple. He can't hurt me, she lied to herself. Be strong, be brave. He can't hurt me, he can't hurt me. Oh, look, the little freak is gonna cry. What's wrong? Are you sad everyone hates you and wants you dead? Kaine prayed for the rain to flood down and carry her away from a world that seemed to have no place for her. But if they were gods, they chose to ignore her. As Demo crept ever closer, the clouds began to thin and the rain slowed. Even the weather hates me. I'm useless. I'm a failure. I wish Demo's rock had taken my head off. Kaine couldn't meet Demo's leering gaze. She lowered her eyes and stared at the muddy ground below her. Bully moved forward until he was inches away. He could smell the scent of old meat on his breath. The boy grabbed Kaine's face with thick fingers and yanked it upward. She tried to turn away, but he forced her gaze back and jammed his thumb against her eyelid to pry it open. You're a freak. No, I'm not. Did you just say no? Demo grinned evilly. You don't say no to me. No one says no to me. I'm the Green Goblin. Not even taking his attention from Kaine, he called to his cohorts. Come on, guys, let's give this freak what she deserves. As soon as Dino finished, kicks and blows began to rain down upon Kaine. Demo paused, still grinning, as Kaine curled into a ball to try and make the pain stop. I don't get you, freak. What you acting like a girl for? Everyone knows what you really are. Kaine ignored the question, choosing instead to stare at the weather vane and continued to point east as if supremely confident about the future it had chosen for. Go home? Yeah, that's a funny joke for someone with dead parents and no home to go to. Freak, chanted the children. Freak, freak, freak. Kaine closed her eyes and listened to the rain, waiting for the pain to start again. As the clutching hands of the village children closed around her, she bent her mind to the sound of the rain, letting it become her world entire. The rain fell, but the pain never came. Only when the laughter of her tormentors turned to terrified cries did she dare open a single blood-caked eye. Kaine was shocked to see Dino sprawled on the ground, holding his head and screaming in pain. She could see blood welling from the spaces between his fat, twisted fingers. Oh my god, he's crying. He's actually crying. Deprived of their leader, the other children glanced back and forth between themselves as if waiting for someone to step forward and take charge. When no savior emerged, they began to uneasily shuffle away from Kaine. But the young girl was the least of their concerns. Instead, their attention was wrapped on the ancient woman standing a few feet away. After struggling for breath for a moment, she finally spoke in a voice thick with rage. Hurts like a bitch, don't it? Now I suggest you scatter before I throw another one. And if any of you little bastards ever touch my Kaine again, I'll do far worse than throw a rock. You can count on it. The old woman crouched down and gently touched the hand Demo was using to cover the wound. Before he could think to protest, she ground her palm into the wound and twisted back and forth. Ow! He screamed, leaping to his feet. Stop it! What are you doing? Quit whining. Ain't no one ever died from a scratch. You hit me with a rock, you stupid bitch. A big one. That could have killed me. The old woman shrugged. Death is the best cure for stupid. Demo's face twisted with rage at her words. Locking his eyes on Kaine, he took a step backwards and spat on the ground. Get out. Leave this village. No one wants you here, either of you. Seeing the old woman grab another stone, Demo and his companions turned tail and ran. As they fled, the old woman grabbed her side and barked out a single laugh. Ah, look at the fat boy go. Guess he's healthy enough to run from a fight. The woman's smile faded as she turned her attention to Kaine. Kneeling down, she removed her shawl and placed it around the young girl's shoulder. What the hell, man? Did they run out of cutscene budget or something? Why am I reading all this shit?
Backstory.
Produced a cloth from the folds of her dress. She's cleaning her wounds. Oh, Kaine, why didn't you fight back? You're a lot stronger than that. Words of her grandmother stung Kaine, then she turned away. Don't be nice to me, I don't deserve it. Nothing matters anymore. Her tears, held in check for so long, finally began to fall on the muddy ground below. Everyone hates me. They think I cause bad things to happen. They think I'm a freak. I wish I was dead. As Kaine's tears turned to sobs, she felt her grandmother's hands on her shoulders. Despite her advanced age and diminutive size, she was a woman of surprising strength, and Kaine found herself unable to turn away. Don't talk like that, Kaine. It's a river wide and deep that flows between the realms of this world and the next, and it grants no mercy to any that attempt to cross it. You got a duty to fight until your last breath. Understand? The old woman tightened her grip and tried to still the tremor in her voice. You know the pain of losing someone close to you, Kaine. You know because you survived it. As the words hit home, Kaine was struck by the force of her love for the old woman. As a young child, she didn't even know of her grandmother, but when her parents died, the woman quickly accepted her as her own. Grandma, as Kaine called her, was cunning, vulgar, and quick to violence, and the first few years together had not been easy. But with each year that passed, Kaine and her grandmother had grown closer. However, it was only now, sitting in the mud with tears and blood caking her face, that Kaine truly understood the depths of her affection. Here was a woman who had seen hard times, who had seen death, who had fought through all these things and somehow emerged on the other side. If anyone could understand Kaine's pain and loneliness, it was her. Do I make you sick, Grandma? Of course not. Don't be an ass. Kaine drew her grandmother's moth-eaten shawl around her body and shuddered. But my body... It's not normal. If I was normal, then Mom and Dad... Hush, interrupted Grandma. I'll not hear another word of this nonsense. You're my granddaughter and I love you, and if folks have a problem with that, then they can just go to hell. And with that, the old woman reached out and placed a wreath of dried flowers in Kaine's hair. The skill it took to bend the flowers without breaking the stems or losing a single petal was remarkable. The beauty of it made Kaine want to cry all over again. Oh my gosh, these are lunar tears. Grandma, you made this for me? Lunar tears were legendary flowers. Most people could live their entire lives without ever somehow collected a dozen or more. Kaine reached up and touched the wreath as if she couldn't believe it was real. Where did you find these? Oh, you know, just stumbled on them one day while I was out doing the shopping. The old woman turned away as she was explaining, leading Kaine to suspect that the search had been much more difficult than she was letting on. The pain she took to construct the ornament, let alone track down the flowers used in its construction, made Kaine's heart hurt. She reached up again and gently adjusted the wreath, admiring the way it felt between her fingers. Didn't turn out quite right, said her grandmother as she squinted at it. These old hands have trouble with delicate work, but it sure looks good on a pretty girl like you. Kaine blushed and turned away. You think I'm pretty? Of course you are. What a fool thing to say. Thank you, Grandma. Her grandmother smiled. We're gonna be fine, you and me, she said. As long as we got each other, we'll be just fine. Kaine took her grandmother's hand in hers, and two of them struggled to their feet. As they began the long walk home, Kaine gripped the hand with all her might, as if trying to stop smoke drifting away on the wind. The rain had stopped. Kaine stood beneath the weather vane, watching it spin in lazy circles, no longer caring about the direction it faced when it stopped. I don't need to escape. I have a home now. Grandma loves me, and that's enough, even if it's us against the war. Kaine let her gaze drift up past the vane and into the cloudy sky. The last faint hints of a rainbow were slowly fading. As she turned and headed home, the light scattered into a million particles and vanished, seemingly taken away on the breeze.
In the distance.
Oh my god! In the distance, Kaine heard the steady sounds of an axe striking wood.
You're getting a lot of compliments.
The noise had a purposeful quality to it, as if she was hearing a master woodsman go about his work. It's the only way I'm going to keep my focus while I do this. The firewood was being produced, however, as far from a work of art as could be. Pieces of every shape and size were being flung about a barren yard with wild abandon. Trying to stack such wood would probably be dire frustration before the job was through. Stupid piece of shit axe. Kaine's grandmother flailed away with the axe, filling the air with both splinters of wood and words that would make the most hardened sailor blush. Grandma, cried Kaine. What? Yelled the old woman, taking her eyes off the wood for a moment. Oh, it's you, Kaine. Don't get too close, or I may take your goddamn foot off by mistake. She brought the axe down on a piece of wood, sending chips flying in every direction. One spun past Kaine close enough for her to hear the whistle, at which point she decided to step back. Once she scuttled to a safe distance, she cupped her hands around her mouth and shouted, Grandma, do you need help? Can get you water or lunch or a new axe or something? The axe, poised to strike another wobbly blow, paused in midair. The old woman considered her granddaughter's offer for a moment, then smiled. Tell you what, since I'm doing such a piss-poor job at chopping, why don't you come over here and take over so I can go get the water? Shades have been restless lately, you know, and I don't want you running into one of them suits. Relinquishing the axe, her grandmother picked up a long pole with wooden buckets on either end. Gathering water was by far the more difficult of the two jobs, but Kaine knew better than to complain. Once Grandma's mind was set, there was no changing it. Kaine did her best to help with chores, but Grandma took every task that required travel to the village. Though she had a long list of plausible excuses, Kaine knew the real reason. She didn't want her granddaughter to be taunted and harassed by the villagers. Once Kaine moved in, Grandma decided to take up residence a good distance from the area. Out of sight, out of mind seemed to be the best policy when it came to the villagers and her granddaughter, and rare were the days when but the two of them could be found on the rocky acre of land they called home. Kaine enjoyed the solitude, but harbored a secret resentment that her grandmother was forced to spend her golden years in such a place. After watching her grandmother leave, Kaine turned her attention to the task at hand. She had never chopped wood before in her life, and soon discovered why the old woman had hated the chore. Swing after swing of the axe produced only a tiny crack in the wood, and when she finally managed to connect with a solid stroke, the tool embedded itself in the log and refused to budge. Frustrated, Kaine swung the axe around her head and threw it, log and all, across the yard. Damn it! Oh, crap. Suddenly understood the joy her grandmother felt and a good curse. Happier now, she picked up the axe, forced it from the wood, and resumed chopping. She had a natural skill with a blade, but the task was challenging, and blisters soon began to form on her small pink hands. This is tough. My logs are all weird sizes. Spitting on her palms and ignoring the pain, Kaine redoubled her efforts. Just as she was developing a rhythm, Grandma returned from the village. Setting down her buckets with a small sigh, she took one look at the logs and coughed out a wheezy laugh. Pretty clumsy, girl. You better practice if you... Grandmother suddenly collapsed to her knees, causing one of the buckets to wobble precariously. Eyes wide, Kaine dropped the axe and ran to her grandmother's side. Grandma! Grandma! The old woman shook her head and pointed a trembling finger at the bucket. Get the bucket. Can't let it spill. Kaine steadied the bucket with her foot as she knelt by her grandmother. A small bit of water sloshed over the side and made a new home in the hem of her, but Kaine didn't notice. Grandma! Grandma, what's happening? Crazed with panic, she grabbed her grandmother by the shoulders and shook. After a moment, the woman lifted her arms and batted Kaine away. Stop that. Just stop now, she cried, breathing heavily. It ain't like I'm dying. Just tired from the trip is all. Kaine desperately wanted to believe her, but one look at the old woman shaking hands and one face told her more than words ever could. Grandmother had lived a long, hard life, and it seemed the bill was coming due. The time when her grandmother watched over Kaine was ending. Sooner than either of them had feared, the positions would be reversed. The next morning, Kaine came to the side of her grandmother's bed and took her wrinkled hand. Grandma, you're sick and you need medicine. Going to the village. The old woman shook her head and tried to rise, but Kaine gently pushed her back down. It's all right, she said. I'll be fine. Grandmother fixed her with a gaze that could melt steel. After what seemed like an eternity, she finally lowered her eyes and sighed. Well, I don't like it, goddammit, but I guess I should quit being so stubborn and let you grow up. The old woman watched as Kaine strapped on her boots and made her way down the old road to... Hours later, an unseen sun made its way across a dark and rainy sky. She was still watching. Kaine moved at a brisk pace, checking her pockets every few minutes to make sure the money her grandmother gave her was still there. Every noise caused her to spin on her heels, making sure she wasn't being stalked by a shade, or worse, Demo and his gang. She encountered neither tormentors nor shades, and Kaine finally found herself at the entrance to the village. The few adults she could see glanced sideways at her, then muttered to each other behind raised hands before slinking away into the shadows. Her heart racing, Kaine took a series of rapid, shallow breaths and tried to calm herself. I have to prove myself. I have to help Grandma. I have to be strong. She chanted those words to herself over and over as she slowly made her way. Finally, her eyes settled on a rotund older woman who was angrily waiting. And exactly what she thought of Kaine's presence. Hey lady, said Kaine with a bravado she did not feel. Where's the apothecary? The woman's flabby cheeks looked in bewildered anger. How dare this thing speak to me, they seemed to say. But Kaine knew that her eyes held a different emotion. Fear. Yeah, we're both scared, lady. Trust me on this one. Which way? Kaine repeated. The woman pointed at a small building to her right before hitching up her dress and stumbling off in the other direction. Kaine cringed, expecting a stone to come flying from the assembled crowd, but none came. Her mind was filled with a strange sense of pride as she made her way to the apothecary, but the new emotion had little time to take root, for as soon as she opened the door, she noticed a familiar customer at the counter. It was Demo, who'd clearly been sent there on some kind of family errand because his gang of followers was nowhere to be found. Oh my god, he sputtered. What are you doing here, freak? The insult was delivered without force, and Kaine happily ignored it. Stretching on tiptoes to see over the counter, she asked the shopkeeper for the medication. Ha! Barked Demo. That old bitch finally keel over. Go to hell, Demo. The boy's eyes grew so wide that they seemed ready to fall out, but before he could let fly a comeback or worse a punch, the apothecary told him to knock it off before they kicked him out of the store. Demo slunk out of the shop, cursing Kaine under his breath. Once he was gone, she allowed herself to breathe once more, taking a brief tour of the shop while the owner prepared her medication. Countless tiny bottles filled the cramped store, each with a label written in some indecipherable language. An ocean of aromas assaulted her nose, creating a scent that was exotic, but not altogether unpleasant. Seeing such a variety of supplies gave Kaine a sense of peace. Surely in a world so vast there would be a place that she could call home. On the far wall behind the counter rested a portrait of a stunning young girl. The picture had once contained bright, vibrant colors, but time had worked its magic and they were beginning to fade. The beauty of the work, however, remained undiminished. You like that picture? Kaine turned to find the apothecary with a small vial of medicine in his hand. His eyes were gentle but sad, and they seemed to stare through her and into nothing as he spoke. That's my daughter. Sketched it when she was just a little girl. She's been dead a long time now. Kaine didn't know how to respond. She just stared right at the portrait and tried to come up with the right words. Pictures are wonderful things, continued the shopkeeper. They let the ones closest to you live on forever. He shook his head slightly, then looked down at Kaine and smiled. Handing her the medicine, he reached into his sizable green apron and produced a handful of old wax crayons. You should have these. There's no one left that I wish to draw. Kaine took an instinctive step back, causing the shopkeeper's face to darken. Yes, I've heard the rumors about you, he said. It's a small village and word travels quickly. Between you and me, I'm not sure which of them to believe, but I also don't think they matter much. I knew your grandmother Callie, and I think the way she was driven out of this town is just deplorable. Grandma's name is Callie? Thought Kaine suddenly. She was still mulling over this new fact in her mind when she reached out and gently took the crayons from the apothecary's hands. Your grandmother's an old friend of mine, he said as Kaine scooted away again, and I owe her much. I'm willing to wager that she would like it if you drew a picture of her. Yes, I think she would like that very much. Kaine mumbled a quiet agreement, but inside her heart was bursting. Never before had a villager treated her with anything but complete contempt. It was a tiny, almost imperceptible step, but it was a step nonetheless, and with enough tiny steps, she might one day discover the rest of the world. When Kaine returned home, she found her mother asleep in a bed. Her feet were blackened and raw, even bleeding in places, leading Kaine to think that she had been pacing around the room until exhaustion finally caught up with her. Placed the medicine by her grandmother's pillow and turned to leave, but found the old woman's hand clasped around her arm. Back already, are you? She asked her grandmother with a yawn. Come here, let me have a look at you. Grandma sat up and examined Kaine from head to toe. Finally satisfied that nothing terrible had befallen her grandchild, she leaned back and allowed herself to relax. Well, how was it? Did those bastards give you any trouble? It was kind of fun, said Kaine with a small smile. No, seriously, it was. It was fun, was it? Asked her grandmother in a voice which implied she believed anything but. Uh-huh. So anytime you need me to run an errand, just let me know. As she spoke, Kaine removed the crayons from her pocket. After a brief explanation of their source, she informed her grandmother that she was going to sketch her portrait. Portrait of me? Ridiculous. No one wants to stare at a wrinkled old crone. But Grandma, it'll make you live forever. Horse manure, said her grandmother, throwing back the sheet from her bed. Living forever would just piss me off. Now put those crayons away and help with dinner. Well, Kaine would not relent, and in the end, Grandma found herself leaning against the wall of their house as if posing for a master artist. Kaine took up the crayons and eyed the subject carefully. Just as her grandmother was about to nod off, Kaine finished the work. After staring at it for a bit, she released it from her grip and she said, Hey! Which one of us is reading this? After staring at it for a bit, she released it from her grip and let it slowly drift to the floor. It's terrible. It doesn't look like you at all. I'm sorry, Grandma. I thought these crayons would, make drawing easy or something. The old woman's eyes narrowed at her granddaughter's disappointment. Let me be the judge of that, she said, ignoring the pain in her back and reaching for the paper. Adam, the chat wants you to read.
The scotch could have been a person's face. It could also have been a boulder, a lump of clay, or an incredibly misshapen loaf of bread, all rendered in a chaotic array of colors. The old woman stared at the picture for a long time, and slowly burst out a laugh. Okay, she said between laughter, you truly are my blood. You're as clumsy as me, and I love it. But, shush, I won't hear any more bull about how ugly you think it is. It came from the heart, and I'll treasure it always. True to her word, the old woman gave the picture a place of honor above the kitchen table. And the days that followed, Kaine would often staring at the portrait with a strange smile on her face and actions interpreted as silent, mocking laughter.
A week later, Kaine could stand it no more, and she asked her grandmother to take the artwork down. Posh, said the old woman. I'll take this down when they roll me in my shroud. She pondered this for a bit, then turned to Kaine and dropped to one knee. Listen to me, girl. Seeing this picture makes me happy in a way I've never felt before. And it makes me want to go on so that someday you can feel the same happiness. It was a moment that burned itself in Kaine's memory, a perfect blend of pride and love and joy that came together to form a lifelong remembrance. She swore to never forget this moment, to never forget the old woman who had made her place in the world possible. Time moves on. People and memories come in and out of a life like ghosts passing through a hall. But this moment will be different, Kaine swore, because I will remember it forever. Right? Jesus. I swear to God.
I didn't remember this part. There was the one...
Fuck!
Kind of listened to the sound
Adam.
of crackling firewood and stared at the black object on her plate. She'd been pushing it around the wooden disc for a good 10 minutes, ignoring the bemused stare of her grandmother. Finally, she summoned her courage and gave the object a brief sniff. A sharp, bitter scent flew up in her nostrils and made its home there, causing her face to twist with disgust. Grandma, I can't believe you want me to eat a bug. The old woman threw some more wood onto the cooking pot and snorted. It's no bug, you fool girl, it's a berry. Why in the hell would you be feeding you bugs? Yeah, well, it sure looks like a bug, said Kaine, and I think it's burnt or something, because it smells terrible. With that, Kaine held her nose and threw the berry in her mouth, chewing as little as possible. Oh yeah, that's terrible, all right. Why, you little brat, laughed the old woman. Look at the sass on you. You've been spending too much time with me, and that's a fact. 5 years had passed since the moment when Kaine's grandmother saved her from the bullies, and as is often the way with two stubborn people, their relationship had grown in fits and starts, but moved forward all the same. Meals that used to be somber affairs were now filled with laughter and hurled abuse in equal measure. Kaine could not remember a time when she had been happier. As the years went by, Kaine started to shoulder more and more of the daily responsibilities. Her grandmother's legs grew weaker by the day, and she could no longer do many of the chores she used to take for granted. And so this morning found Kaine lacing up her work boots with a breakfast of burned berry rolling through her belly. Where are you going today? Asked Grandma suddenly. Kaine looked up surprised. The old woman rarely asked for specifics anymore. Well, I was going to check out the kelma trees and see if they were ripe. I thought maybe we could make some jam or something. Oh, and I'm going to pick up some flagstones, so we need to take a wheelbarrow. Flagstones? What in the hell for? Kaine stared up at her grandmother and then held an arm and swept it around. Their home, constructed mostly of cloth, rope, and rubble. The old place sagged like a boxer in the final round. Grandmother, a dying cat could chew through this house. I'm going to build a stone wall so we have some protection. The old woman laughed, exposing her toothless grin to the world. Goddamn, girl, if a bunch of thieves want to ransack this old place, let them come. We've got nothing worth stealing anyway. I'm not worried about thieves, I'm worried about shades. People saw one west of the village yesterday. The old woman tilted her head and stared at her granddaughter. Well, shoot. I don't know why you have to do it today. We can worry about it some other... Grandma, no. If I don't get the kelma trees, we won't eat tonight. You know that. A confused expression passed across the old woman's face. For a moment, she was a small child lost at a carnival. Yes, she said after a bit. Yes, of course, you're right. I'm sorry, Kaine. Lately, it seems my mind is... She didn't finish the thought, instead walking over to her nightstand and gently taking the wreath of lunar tails from the drawer. The flower's petals had aged to a brilliant whiteness, and Kaine thought it was more beautiful now than the day she first received it. You're going to be a true woman soon, the grandma said as she placed the flowers in the girl's hair, and that means less... So that means less chatter about shades and building defensive walls, and more talk about how beautiful you've become. Annoyed, Kaine reached out to remove the garland, but the look on her grandmother's face stopped her hand. You're a beautiful thing, said the old woman, and there ain't no other like you in the whole world. I'm very proud of you. Okay, Grandma, that's enough goddamn compliments for one day. Stuff mouth on you. Where did that come from? Gee, I wonder. I'll teach you, sass me, girl, yelled Grandma. Suddenly, she lurched forward and grabbed Kaine by the ears, pulling her around the room with a crazed grin on her face. Grandma, yelled Kaine in a quaking voice. Grandma, stop it. What the hell? The old woman stared at her and blinked, and then slowly held her wrinkled hands out as if it was the first time she had ever seen them. Oh, I don't know what happened there. I'm sorry, girl. Sometimes my mind just Kaine thought. The look on her grandmother's face was the most heartbreaking thing she had ever seen. Listen, she began. Maybe I should stay home after all. No, I won't have you stay here to keep an eye on an old codger like me. You go get your fruit and walls and whatnot, and I'll be fine. When you come back, I'll have a nice grasshopper dinner waiting for you. Kaine rolled her eyes, then kissed her grandmother on the forehead and made ready to depart, daring desperately to ignore the worry that was gnawing at the walls of her heart. Kaine could feel the old woman's eyes watching her as she moved down the path. Don't turn around, she told herself, but in the end, the temptation was too great. She spun on her heels for one final look and saw a small, bent woman standing in front of a ramshackle hut with a sad expression on her face. God, she looked so old now. It's like the wind could reach down and just carry her away. Kaine worried about her grandmother all day, causing her work to suffer. What little fruit she could collect was tossed carelessly into the wheelbarrow, and she could only find a couple of stones before losing interest in the project. Finally, as dusk approached, she decided to call it a day. Cursing herself for the lack of focus, Kaine pushed the near-empty wheelbarrow back down the path. As she crested the final hill, she suddenly froze in place. The wheelbarrow fell from her fingers and collapsed on its side, sending a few pieces of wrinkled brown fruit rolling down the hill. Her gaze was transfixed by a thick black cloud that hovered just ahead, tracing its path with a finger. Kaine suddenly felt her stomach knot in on itself. Oh, no! Her grandmother's house was ablaze, the flames licking up as if trying to touch the sky itself. Grandma! Kaine ran then faster than she had ever moved in her life. Once she tripped on a stone and went sprawling into the rocky ground, but she stepped to her feet and continued running, unmindful of the blood that spilled from her wounded hands and knees. As she got closer and closer, Kaine's mind began to race in time with her footfalls. It's too dark, it's too dark. No, it's fine. It's not just fire, it can't be fire. Not too much smoke, gotta save her, gotta save her! She burst into the front yard and came to a sudden halt. Her worst suspicions confirmed the smoke from the fire was mingling with the thick inky blackness of an enormous shade. The massive creature supported itself on 3 twisted feet and achieved balance through a means of large armored tails. Scales, horns, and claws sprouted from its body in a random chaotic pattern, giving it the appearance of a tit monster designed by some insane god. Seeing Kaine, it let out a roar and flicked its tail, sending small whirlwinds swirling around the yard. For a moment, the creature retreated into a shimmering, inky blackness as if her mind was unable to comprehend such a thing could actually exist. But then the smell hit her, a blend of rotted meat and excrement, and the horror became real once again. The creature bellowed again, and this time Kaine responded with a scream of her own. "All right, you bastard," she thought as her scream echoed off the high cliffs around them. "It's you or me! Let's go!" The shade eyed Kaine with a bemused interest. Then it began looking from her to the house and back again, as if urging her to look at the destruction it had so gleefully wrought. With dread building in her heart, Kaine glanced towards the house. Through the smoke and flames, she spotted a small figure struggling to escape the ruins. "Grandma!" At the sound of her voice, the old woman began waving frantically. "She's alive," thought Kaine. "She's alive." Kaine's legs sprang to life as she raced across the yard towards the flaming wreckage of the house. Before she could advance more than a few steps, the shade opened its mouth and let out a roar powerful enough to uproot trees and send them flying. The blast sent Kaine tumbling through the air before smashing her against the rocky earth. Stars danced in front of her eyes as she tried to remember how her legs worked. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, now! As Kaine struggled to her feet, the shade stomped toward the house and pinned her grandmother to the ground with the tip of her claw. The woman struggled to move the claw from her stomach as she might well have been pushing a mountain. She coughed briefly, sending a small spray of blood into the air, and then collapsed to the ground, her energy spent. Kaine lurched to her feet, only to fall back to the earth with a gasp. Her ankles were on fire, one or both of them was surely broken. Ignoring the pain that screamed through her body, she began dragging herself across the ground, leaving a drunken trail of dust and blood in her wake. "Grandma, hold on. Just a little longer." Her grandmother's face was turning blue, her eyes rolling back from only the whites were exposed. Kaine pulled herself across the ground in the maddening slowness. The distance seemed to increase with every second that passed. The shades glanced between the two women and flicked out its tongue, the giant mouth turning up at the corners, short, panty breath belched from somewhere deep inside the core. "Bastard's laughing at us." She had no idea how such a mindless creature could experience emotion, but there could be no doubt that the shade was taking joy in their suffering. "I see your plan." The shade moved its claw slightly, allowing Grandma to breathe again. It was clearly keeping her alive, only to snuff her out when Kaine was close enough to touch her. "I'm gonna kill this bastard." Summoning all her strength, Kaine rose to her feet. There was a sickening snap of her right ankle as the foot twisted backwards, but she forced herself to her mind and forced it from her mind and began to hobble toward the monster. Pulling a small knife from the pouch at her waist, she leapt on the foot that pinned her grandmother and plunged the weapon deep. "Give her back!" she screamed. "Give her back!" It was like stabbing a rock. After a few swipes, the knife broke at the hilt with a dull snap. The shade panted laughter again and raised his tail and sent it rushing through the air towards the young girl that was lashed to its foot. Kaine never had a chance. The tail struck her square in the chest and sent her crashing into the burning wreckage of the house. As she lay on the ground with blood pouring from multiple wounds, a small weak voice spoke up. "Kaine?" Kaine's vision blurred, but she forced herself to focus on the sound. Finally, her eyes cleared enough for her to make out her grandmother's hands reaching for her through the smoke. "Grandma? Kaine, you've gotta run. You can't defeat him." Kaine grabbed the hands and held on with all her strength. "Grandma, come on, we have to go." The old woman coughed loudly. One of her hands, slick with blood, slipped from Kaine's grasp and thumped to the ground below. "Grandma, no, no." "I said run, goddammit. You have to live. You have to get through." Thought would stay forever unfinished. Before she could say another word, the shade's clawed foot descended, smashing through the remains of the roof and down upon the shattered figure of the old woman. Blood oozed thickly from the gaps in the creature's toes as the terrible putrid smell assaulted Kaine's nose once again. She stared at the foot, dumbfounded, convinced that what she was seeing could not possibly be real. When the creature finally lifted its appendage, all that remained underneath was a twisted, unrecognizable mass of red. Her grandmother was gone. Kaine blinked, trying to feel the hands which had just been hers a moment before. For a fleeting instant, she could feel the warmth from that embrace, the templing of the fingers, but that sensation drifted away in the breeze and was gone. Memories flashed through Kaine's mind, one after the other, faster and faster, until they became a meaningless jangle of noise. Kaine screamed then, a thunderous sound that echoed up the cliffs and seemed to roll away forever. The shadiest forward, black echo pouring from its mouth and dissolving into smoke on the ground below. The earth shook with every step as it crept toward its prey. Kaine's body slowly rose as if controlled by a mad puppet master. Her arms and legs were bent at impossible angles, her head rolled dangerously to the side, yet somehow she managed to stand. Staring at the shade, her eyes began to glow with a deep red fire! The creature, so confident just a moment before, took a slow, hesitant step backwards as if to discern if that broken human could possibly pose a threat.
She gets called a human.
Kaine seized the moment, laughing like a madwoman. She leapt into the air and plunged into the shattered hilt of her knife, deep into the leg of the shade. The shade shook Kaine off like a fly, sending her crashing into the earth once again. Her chest rose and fell slowly, as if a great weight were resting on it. Moist sounds of pain echoed through her mind. Something warm and thick oozed from her ears. Is that blood? I think it is. I think I'm bleeding to death. No, can't die. Grandma told me not to die. Deep inside Kaine's mind, something finally broke. The sound, the pain, the smoke, the fire, all of it faded away, until all that remained was a single incantation repeated over and over again. Kill it! Kill it! Kill it!
Koroshite,
Kill it!
koroshite, koroshite, koroshite!
Kill it! Kill it! Kill it! Kill it! Kill it! Kill it, kill it.
That.
Kill it. Kill it, kill it, now. As the spark that was Kaine slowly began to flicker and die, she felt her desire to kill and her desire to live blend into one. The distance between heartbeats grew longer and longer and longer. Oh, right, NieR.
Right. Jeez.
Meanwhile, on NieR.
Right? Fuck.
Oh, I got it.
Oh my god. Yeah. Read every word in the human language. Yeah. That's what it fucking feels like.
Oh, what? You fucker changed all my shit.
You doing this fight again? Yeah, this is like NieR Automata, alright.
How did it even survive these past 5 years?
I just need to
I'm not gonna let this happen again.
crush this thing real easy.
My sword feels lighter.
It's not the blade, but the skill of the user. Strike him down.
I did.
Yeah, it's nice to be with Vice and all that again.
I struck him down.
Not yet. You're about to, though. I really feel like I already understood that Kaine had a tragic backstory without having to fucking read all of it.
There's something about Kaine you should know, but I assume you'll find out a little later.
Well, she's got possessed by a shade at some point, right? Or half possessed?
Yes, that definitely happened.
And she got called human in that section.
Well,
but there are no humans.
Yeah, well, they use the word human here because what are they going to call her? She looks at the... Yeah, I don't know. She's not a human. The humans are dead.
Okay, that's not... Oh, come on!
Gently, wiggly, softly, the shade that was so sure that its tormentor was dead, turned and stopped off towards the horizon, stopping along the way to bellow one final roar. Couldn't kill it, so sorry, Grandma, couldn't avenge you. Ashamed beyond imagining, Kaine tried to turn her head to the side, but only succeeded in coughing up a huge gout of blood. It was getting difficult to see, and after only a moment of fierce concentration, she realized that her left eye was gone. Laughing to herself, she turned to her remaining eye to the ruins of her home and noticed a ragged stump of an arm lying a few feet away. Yeah, that's mine, she thought with a mad giggle. This is gonna make clapping a real bitch. Ah, cried a sudden voice from the depths of her mind. Finally gonna die, are you? Well, you had it coming. Go to hell, Demo, she thought as at the unseen assailant. Go to hell before I pluck at your eyes and feed them to a dog. The voice of her childhood terror evaporated into smoke, only replaced by another, more recent voice. Hold still, said the apothecary, materializing from the ruins like a ghost. I want to draw you. That way you can live forever. No, stop, I don't want to live forever. I want to die right here. I see, he said quietly. Well, if that's how you want it. The spectral shopkeeper fluttered in and out of existence for a moment and produced a piece of paper and sketched quickly. After a few seconds, he turned the page to Kaine and smiled. Since you rejected my offer, I decided to draw somebody else. It was a picture of her grandmother, real as life. Kaine opened her mouth to thank the man, but stopped as the picture began to blacken in the middle. Before she could say anything, thousands of multi-legged insects began to swarm across the image, tearing it with sharpened pincers. No, stop! Don't hurt that picture! Kaine reached out with her remaining arm and waved futilely in the air. To her surprise, the insects fell out of the picture into the ground below, where they vanished in tiny black tendrils of smoke. Relieved, Kaine turned her good eye back to the picture, only to open her mouth in a silent scream. The sketch now showed her grandmother as it truly was, a smashed, unrecognizable lump of nothing. The apothecary smiled and broke into a jolly dance. See that? She cried as the dancer's jig. It's perfect now. She looks just like you. Ha-cha-cha-cha! I look like that. Oh God, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Drowning in despair, Kaine laid her head back down into the mud and smoke of her ruined home and waited for the end to come. But just before she let everything go, an unfamiliar voice began whispering in her ear. Ain't you got a wish, sunshine? The voice was vulgar and fierce at the same time, as if insanity had somehow found its way to take form. Kaine wanted to scream as the voice crawled under her skin, but her lungs refused to work. You know, a wish, like a prayer or something. Why don't you get on your knees and start praying to heaven? Please, invisible man in the sky, save me, save me. Ha ha! Kaine finally resorted to shouting at the voice with her mind.
She's possessed by her grandmother's gestalt.
I don't make wishes, they don't come true for me. I'm a curse, a freak. I'd be better off to die. The voice then boomed in her ears. Wow, God, you are the best. Kaine glanced down and saw a black, shiny substance oozing from her legs. She tried to brush it away, but her remaining arm would no longer respond. The substance slowly crept around her feet and then began moving up towards the rest of her body. Is this death? Is this what it's like? Or is my mind losing itself? She could feel the slime oozing upwards, feel the hot, searing pain as it left in its wake. Whatever else might be happening, she was alive, and this was real. Come on, said the voice. Let it go. Kaine tried to ignore the voice and concentrate on the pain, but the newcomer would have none of it. Don't ignore me, sunshine. You're ready to give up, ready to die, so why not let me have it? Have what? Your body! Come on, give it to me. Give it to me! I want to stand on the ground, feel the rain, taste the wind. The voice paused as it was licking its lips. When it resumed, it was filled with mad, unabated joy. And I want to take your hands and use them to choke the goddamn life out of people. I want to tear out their throats and bathe in their blood, just like before.
Alright, I was wrong.
Kaine shifted her head up and vomited. The warmth of it crept down her front and mingled with the pain of the encroaching back ooze. Are you the Shade? Haha, maybe. What of it? The slime reached her face, crept up her nose, and slowly oozed into the sockets of her missing eye. The moment it touched her brain, Kaine was struck by the most powerful sensation she'd ever felt in her life. It was ecstasy. She wanted to scream with delight, but all she could manage was a small, whimpered moan. Feels good, doesn't it? Asked the voice with a chuckle. Yeah, what can I say? Jeez. I know how to please the ladies. Now give me that body. Come on, give me the body, and I'll give you more of this feeling. It's a fair trade. A black lump began to protrude from Kaine's side. As she watched, it grew longer and thicker, eventually taking the form of her missing arm. I can see better, she thought. My eye must be growing back too. The slime reached up to envelop the rest of her face, but she managed to brush it away. Stop, she whispered, marveling at how she had regained her voice. Stop! The black ooze hesitated, as if considering this request, then quietly shimmered down her body before disappearing in a cloud of smoke. Ah, what the hell, sunshine, screamed the voice. We had a deal. I thought you wanted to die. Grandma said I can't die yet. A brief image of her grandmother, bloodied and broken, flashed before her eyes. She saw the shade that had killed her, and heard its mocking laughter, then closed her eyes and forced the image from her mind. Her whole body was quaking with rage. When she opened her eyes again, they burned bright red. That thing took my grandmother. I have to kill it before I die. Kaine glanced down and saw a mysterious pattern. The pattern of the shades burn itself into her left arm. Well, I'll be damned, the voice said cheerfully. Look at that, sunshine. I think you and me are going to be good friends now. Kaine stared intently at her arm. The more emotional she felt, the more the letters seemed ready to puncture her skin and began infecting the rest of her body. The arm clearly had a will of its own now. Stop. I gotta stop. Holding her left arm in her right, Kaine took a deep breath and tried to calm herself. Come on, don't fight it, pleaded the voice. Hate's my favorite dish, and I'm hungry. Let it go. Feel the anger. Burn with the fire of revenge. Thirst for blood. Then go out there and shut up. Get the hell out of my body. Your body? Oh, that's rich, sunshine. Real rich. Look, why don't you just up and die so I can have this body all to myself? What do you say? I bet those buddies of yours in the area would love to see you dead. Kaine grabbed a nearby shard of glass and tried to saw off the shade-infected portion of her side. Before she could, the darkened left arm grabbed her right wrist, crushing it. Kaine screamed and dropped the shard as the sound of bone crushing on bone filled the air. Ha! You stupid girl. You're possessed now, sunshine. Ain't no going back. The voice laughed again, a loud, long wail that seemed to go on without end. Possessed? Whispered Kaine. Yeah, possessed. You and me. Got what we might call a timeshare arrangement. Remember how folks used to think you were a freak? Well, wait till they get a load of you now. Kaine looked up, tears in her eyes. The sky seemed smaller somehow, darker. Is this because of that shade? Is this how they see the world? So, well, listen, purred the voice. I know this whole possession thing seems a bit sudden, but it ain't all bad. There's plenty in it for you, too. I'm a very powerful creature, sunshine, and now the power belongs to you. You got enemies, people you want to kill? I can make that happen. That little fat kid who kept picking on you? That big old shade that squashed your granny? We'll wrap them up in their own assholes. No more abuse for you, sunshine. No more pain. No, wait, said Kaine. You're a shade. Why would you help me kill another shade? What, you think I'm some kind of racist? Some killing snob? I don't give a good goddamn who you murder, honey pants. I just want to drink from the well. Kaine considered this as she struggled to her feet, the power of the shade coursing through her. The smoke from her house was drifting away with the wind, and she enjoyed the way the cool evening breeze felt on her new left arm. After a long pause, the voice spoke up again. So, how about it? You and me, we could have some good times together. Look, I'll even take care of the bloody part if you don't want. Fuck off, asshole. I'll handle the killing. Ha! Look at you go! Oh, sunshine, we're gonna have so much fun. So listen, my name's Tyrion, and if you ever need me, I'll just be hanging out in this place and meet you call a heart. Now get to it. The more you kill, the more your heart turns rotten and sour, and I like rotten and sour. Kaine finds herself nodding at the voice. Yeah, I think this can work. I'm gonna find that shade, and I'm gonna strangle it with his own guts. And when I'm done, I'm gonna do the same to you, Tyrion. Count on it. Ha! I've shit bigger than you, so good luck with that. Oh, and hey, one more thing. Right now, you and me are sharing this body. But if you ever run out of hate, if you ever, go soft, then I'm gonna take over everything. So keep on killing, sunshine, and watch your back. The voice grew fainter and gradually faded away. fading to somewhere deep inside Kaine
I don't
herself.
believe him.
Kaine waited until she was sure the voice was gone, then waved her new left arm through a few times. Feels perfectly normal, she thought. Feels like mine. Desperately, she began poking and prodding at the new limb, determined to find something wrong with it. She didn't want to feel normal. That would mean the creature inside her had already won. I'm not a shade, I'm Kaine. Repeating this mantra in her mind, she slowly began digging through the rubble of her house, being careful to ignore a certain red-stained spot in the corner. Finally, after what seemed like an eternity of heartbreaking work, she found what she was looking for. It was the wreath of lunar tears. Though it had been through hell and back, the garland's petals were as bright as ever. Kaine started to place it in her hair and then slowly lowered the wreath and stared at it. I'm sorry, Grandma. I'm so sorry. But I don't deserve to wear this anymore. I'm possessed, corrupted, a freak. And this time I don't think there's any going back. Holding the flowers to her heart, Kaine fell to the ground and sobbed. As night gradually lightened to dawn and the people of the area rose to their daily lives, she remained in that position as if tears could somehow wash away the horror that now infected her world.
Alive. Stay alive.
Educated warrior.
Stay alive.
Grandma?
Kaine, you gotta live. You gotta come back to us.
She's okay, folks!
God damn it. Couldn't they have just put those 2 fucking text adventures in between the cutscenes when we played it the first time?
Well, this is Kaine's story now.
Emil, you were the one calling me, huh?
But who was reading the book?
You still recognize me?
Yeah, sure. I knew you right away.
Thank you, Kaine.
Good to see you, Kaine.
You look like shit. How long has it been?
5 years.
Are we gonna learn how he loses that eye?
I don't know.
Oh. That's a long time. Any luck with Yona?
We are still no closer to finding her.
Yeah, no,
we need a way
we
to
just...
locate the Shadowlord.
This is for you.
Lunar tears. Did you make this?
It's just a little welcome back gift. It's not much, I know.
It's nothing like the one Grandma used to make, but... Oh, hell. Thanks.
Excuse me.
Popola.
Bitch.
We did it.
Hi, Popola.
That's great. Listen, can I talk to you for a minute?
This doesn't make sense.
Please.
Kill him
I
now.
understand. People are tired and scared, and I'm sorry.
It's crap.
It's okay. We can sleep outside.
No one's sleeping outside. You and Kaine saved this village, and now they want to run you out?
People are afraid of us. And really, I
What would that
understand.
accomplish?
I mean, look at me. As long as you're still
Everything.
with us, I can deal with it.
At the very least,
Right,
it'd make me
Kaine?
feel better.
I'm used to sleeping outside.
I'm sorry.
We'll see you later.
Touches wants blood.
If we kill them now, they won't tell us how to make the key.
They're off guard.
What
him
is
now.
the matter?
Kaine always sleeps outside. I never thought about that until just now. How could I
Shit,
not
Adam, how
notice
much of
that?
the story do we have
How
to
selfish
replay?
am- What the hell is wrong with me?
We should turn
Alright, folks. Next episode, you know what's gonna happen.
No, you don't.
No, if you have to replay this story to any appreciable extent, I'm busting out the fan fiction.
Abel, things are... This is Kaine's story now.
Yeah, but I get the feeling we're gonna be redoing a lot of shit as NieR.
I don't think that's true.
We're gonna mess them up. Oh,
Hmm.
I'm equally at fault. For not noticing it before now? Oh, now we get new notes?
Everything
New
should
loading
be
screens.
everything should be pretty different now.
Be still my heart, folks. We got new loading screens.
You know, it's the same save screen.
I don't know how everything's in Kaine's story. Alright, fine, whatever.
Hey.
Stab her now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's... Next time ending
know,
B
we're
and maybe
wrapping it
ending
up.
C.
Next card fate holds for us.
Oh shit! Whoa! When did I get that? I mean, that's all fine and good, but when did I get that shit?
Oops.
That's a good one. I don't think I've ever done that.
Alright, folks. Adam will have fun with Thousand Stab next time, I suppose.
Hey, buddy.
Pew, 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 pew.
And, I assume that's all the reading parts.
Oh god, I hope so.
But now you know all about that shade, Abel.
Yep. The shades are human souls, and they apparently have a shelf life and go rotten if you leave them out too long. Got it.
Now you know about Kaine's shade.
Tyrann?
Tyrann? I'm sure that won't come up.
Oh yeah, no, they're dead. That's definitely not gonna come up later, right?
Well, like I said, it's been a long time since I played this game, but NieR Automata does this same thing.
Yes.
Not to walk so much.
And
Play it once as 2B, and then you play it again as 9A,
well,
and then there's more story after that.
I will say, if you haven't played it, like things should be pretty fucking different this time, and then things will start going way off the rails.
Okay. Next time, folks.
Next time. It's me, NieR.
Yarr.
Meow.
Meow.
And if you like, you can just assume we saved Kaine. Which we almost
we
kinda
saw
did.
ending A.
We saw ending A. And next time, ending B. Maybe C. Maybe D. Who knows?
Guess we deal with Kaine's shade and ending B.
Nah, who knows? I don't remember ending B. Alright. I don't really... Oh, I can do this.